Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the mid-month reading or check-in for air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And I actually was doing your video last night because I did fire and earth, and I said, well, I might as well do yours so I can get it done. And about 10 minutes into the reading, Handsome started running in his wheel, and it was squeaking really loud. So I kind of said, let me stop it here, and we'll start again tomorrow, because otherwise you would have got yours last night as well. But do keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to check your moon and your rising and your Venus to get additional messages. If you'd like a personal reading or if you'd like to support the channel, how to do that is below. I may be referring to you or the person that you're dealing with, so switch the energy around if need be. And I'm still doing the contest for whatever videos that I upload in the month of July. And whoever leaves a comment, I'll randomly select a person to win a free one-question reading. The information, there's a video on the home page about that. I think I created a playlist for it too. But if you want to have a chance to win a free one-question personal reading and be a part of the contest, do leave a comment on any of the videos that I upload this month. Now, what we have here is the wind is probably going to keep knocking stuff over here. This is the advice, and this is the overview, which is basically, it was just what was at the bottom of the deck once I did these cards. This is the current state of being for air signs. This is the recent past. What is at the root? What needs to be addressed? This is what is crowning you, or what is we should be aspiring towards. And this is the near future, or between now and August 1st. And then I have for each of you individually, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra advice. So let us begin with this person here. King of Wands could be male, female, doesn't matter. This could be an aspect of ourselves or a person we're dealing with, or maybe even a combination of the two. The King of Wands, in the upright, it's a person who's very passionate, a go-getter, a leader, someone who can be, more reliable than a person in the reverse. That's for sure. Again, it's fire energy. It's ongoing drive to move forward, but in the reverse, it's kind of lacking that. So again, if this is an aspect of the self, we could be lacking drive, lacking motivation, lacking passion in different areas of our lives. A need to, feeling like a failure. Maybe we set our expectations too high, or we need to set more realistic goals. Know that we can't do everything and please everyone. It's also a need to be lenient, again, if we're acting in a way that is harsh. Or it's a need to cut out things, people, whatever, that are holding you back. But this upside down King of Wands also represents, rash, hasty, impulsive decisions. Someone who can be dominating, pushy, overbearing, controlling. Might not realize the line between being assertive and aggressive. Someone who could be selfish, ruthless, manipulative, uses others as a means to an end. A rival or an unscrupulous opponent in love. could wreak emotional havoc, to say the least. Only suited for limited liaisons, holiday romances, or brief passionate encounters, or one-night stands, basically. So again, it's if you're looking to hit it and quit it, that's your person. Um, so again, any of those things could be describing you or the person you're dealing with, or maybe you're feeling that, lack of passion, lack of whatever, because you were dealing with someone. Like I said, it could be you, them, or a little bit of both. Because I'll read the advice after. I've been kind of reading the advice here, but I think I'm going to just segue right into our current state of being. For is basically don't want anything here. Contemplation, meditation, or so engrossed in our thoughts and focusing on these 3 cups here that we're not realizing an opportunity. Or again, this could also be focusing on past stuff. Maybe this person was this way in the past, and we're not wanting to embrace new offers, or they're coming around trying to offer something, or you are. This is also a boredom, feeling disengaged, apathetic, feeling just flat. A need to look within to discover answers that you seek. Just not satisfied, not too excited about things. Disappointments growing, tired of the same old struggles, so maybe we've withdrawn a bit. It's also a call to action to wake up and to be open to the new that offer positive changes. Being defensive, the dude sitting there with his arms crossed, like I said, doesn't want to be bothered. Choosing to ignore again offers that might come in due to past hurt or fear, closing oneself off. In the recent past, perhaps that's what we were doing, because we have the 4 swords, which is basically trying to heal from the 3 of swords. Again, contemplation, meditation. Perhaps, again, thinking about offers from somebody coming in here, or what it is that we want in life, and how can we go about getting it. In reverse, it talks about burnout. So we're needing to chill out, lack of progress in something, feeling I'm pausing because, again, I set these cards out last night, and it's in the order, but this card did blow over. So I don't know if I put it back wrong, because I have this for the reversal, but this I have in the upright, so maybe it was reversed. But I'll throw out both things just in case. In the reverse, it's about feeling restless, wanting to do it all at once, despite the body telling you that you need to rest and relax. Stress can be getting sick as a result. So maybe this is the state that we were in that's gotten us to this point, basically. Trying to avoid contemplation due to worry of what might surface. Again, not wanting to look at something, especially maybe not refusing to see our own behaviors, or accepting the fact of this is how people are. I need to confront the pain of the 3 of Swords and the grief in your heart, because it's preventing you from moving forward, but perhaps keeping you from being open and receptive to new things that are coming in, because we're focused on this still. Again, stagnation, lack of action, increased frustration with lack of progress. Feeling burnt out. Maybe feeling burnt out from dealing with somebody like that. That's why even if they were to come around now with some offers, we're like, don't, nobody has the friggin' energy to deal with anybody who was like that. But again, if this is just within ourselves, you know, maybe we're refusing to see something that's basically right in front of us. Um, again, if it was in the upright, which I don't think that it was because this was already set to be reversed. But then again, I think this flew on the floor too. As you can see, so that's why I said I'll give you both because I don't remember if this was up or down. But either way, the advice is good. Now again, and maybe you went into contemplation mode and now you're deciding you don't want something here. But at the root, we have the Queen of Cups. So this again could be male, female, doesn't matter. Could be you, could be the other person. You know, it's about someone who is emotionally stable. This person is in the upright, also intuitive, nurturing, caring, compassionate, sensitive, you know, the good wife, the loving mother. She's admired for her fairness and her honesty, a healer, a counselor, a psychic. She's similar to the high priestess in regards to that connection to spirit, you know, the, what's the word I'm looking for? Psychic abilities, intuition, that's it. Here's also, it's a need to empathize with others and show compassion and support. Teach others, focus on emotional well-being of others rather than a rational, logical explanation. How do others cope with life's challenges? I guess this is about kind of seeing things from a different perspective. You know, viewing people and why they are the way they are, why they do the things that they do, including ourselves, and getting kind of the bigger picture. You know, this sometimes helps us in understanding things on a deeper level. Again, why things happen, why we attract the kind of partners we are, or why we behave the way we do, or accept the things that we do. You know, because a lot of people win through lessons, learning experiences, and in that understanding, you know, when trying to release pain, trying to forgive ourselves for not knowing better, or try to forgive other people, whether they're coming back or if it's just allow you to free up that energy for your own healing so that you can move forward. It's again seeing psychological reasons behind stuff, spiritual reasons behind stuff, and again, and if you can, if somebody is jacked up, put it this way, you know, say you're dealing with a narcissist. There's a lot of anger that comes with figuring out that you've basically been used, abused, and abandoned. That the whole thing was a lie. You know, you're dealing with a con artist, but you're also dealing with someone who's incapable of empathy. And this is usually due to something that happened in childhood. Now, they don't know if it's completely nurture or nature or a combination of both. You know, a lot of some narcissists come from very loving families, but they were over coddled, over loved, put on pedestals. So again, it affected them in a different way where they have a more grandiose personality disorder that develops. You know, and then you have ones that grew up probably in abusive situations, and they can be opposite. They can be covert narcissists, you know, the victim narcissist, the woe is me, you know, so you get sucked into this thing, but it's also for spiritual reasons. I mean, you're not brought to these people by accident. You attract them because obviously there's something that needs healing within you, and there's something that needs healing within them, and that's why you're brought together. Now, do both people always learn? And that's the case. You know, that depends on whether or not they're able to self-reflect. And narcissists usually aren't able to. They see nothing wrong in their behavior. You know, everyone's just a casualty in the war that they're having with themselves. But if you were dealing with anybody like that, or this is just like an example, understand that they cannot help the way that they are. Does that lessen the pain of the experience? Does it make you feel any less used? Does it make you feel any less angry? No, because it still hurts. You still feel like you wasted time, years. You know, you invested everything and you were doomed to fail from the beginning. But in a way, if you've learned a lesson, you know, you may have been doomed to fail in regards to that relationship. But if it taught you something, it did its job. Like I said, you're brought together with people for a reason. But there's also reason, season, and lifetime people. It's knowing the difference. It's not clinging on to things or people or situations that no longer serve us. It's being open to new things, you know, being receptive, you know, but we have to become emotionally balanced. We can't be still in pain. We still can't be sitting here focusing on these things here of the past, or abusive people of the past. Um, you know, it's a very difficult thing. It's just everybody's relationship, whoever's coming here, soulmate experiences and twin flame experiences. It's like they're not all sunshine and roses, especially twin flame ones. Rarely are they just you get together and everything's dandy. It depends on your individual souls. How much karma have you shed over lifetimes, and can now you come together and everything is kind of peaceful and great. But then you got ones that are still working through a lot of karma, and you know, it can be a very difficult and painful and dark experience, because again, everything's being brought up to the surface. So, you know, again, all with all of this stuff, it's about aha moments, connecting the dots, seeing the patterns and our own choices and the people that we attract. Like, what is the lesson, and can we heal from something like that, and see again why people do the things that they do and why they are the way that they are, and kind of detach ourselves from holding on to, because again, we get what we allow. Everybody has to own their side of the street, regardless. It doesn't mean that we got to get into woes kicking yourself in the butt, but again, it's just wisdom, living and learning, and you know, perhaps we're needing to tap into our get our emotionally balanced within ourselves, you know, come out of this rest period here with an awareness, but also being open, you know, not missing out on opportunities that might come in, you know, due to fear or whatever. But again, if we got to let some people go that we know are no good for us, then we got to do that. But again, don't let it keep you stuck. You know, it's tough though. It's definitely tough. This is also about, you know, symbolize the achievements that are made possible by use of our imagination and creativity. Someone who could be artistically gifted, self-expression. So whether you're looking to be expressive emotionally from an authentic place, or whether you have some other possible things you want to get involved in artistically, whether that be for career or for your own enjoyment. Um, Perhaps we're needing to tap into that. You know, I'm noticing a pattern with a lot of the signs. It's about self-care and self-love, and not still being too caught up in these people that we've dealt with in the past. Um, it's not missing out on this lull time to kind of focus on the self healing. Use your intuition. You know, listen to your inner voice, and if your inner voice is saying somebody's bad for you, then keep them away. But because I see here in the future, it's another rejection here of an offer, but we'll get to that. Ten of Cups is what we should be aspiring to. You know, happiness, joy. Um, you know, and this comes from being emotionally balanced and receptive. You know, not shut down and shut off because of stuff I'm going through. Um, you know, Ten of Cups is people that are united by the bonds of true everlasting love and have each other and all they could wish for. Children and home, and trees there and the water. It's those things symbolize fertility and free flow of feelings. Again, this is all about feelings, emotions. This person here is not, you know, balance, happiness, and boredom in the middle. This is our current state, or just not happy. You know, but there is, you know, there is healing that is happening here, or coming out of it. And now it's about stability, comforts of home, blessings, the rainbow symbolizing the end of hard times, highly spiritual omen, a blessing from above, achievement of perfect love and enjoying the glory of the heavens here on earth, relationships, family, joy, dreams, wishes, love, good fortune, accomplishments, gratitude, peace. It's also family celebrations, reunions. It's also in regards to relationships, the beginning of new love, satisfaction of a long-term relationship or commitment, commitment built over time with efforts. You know, we got to put in the work. Values, following your heart and intuition. Again, your heart and intuition, that's the Queen of Cups. That's what this is here. It's also being inspired, happy, fulfilled, and trusting that the universe is going to bring you this if we let go of stuff we got to let go of. And finding a way to get, again, emotionally balanced and find our passion for things again and not be sitting here in the lowest. Now, Page of Cups. This again was in the reverse. So again, declining offers. It's also creative blocks. Again, we could be multiple areas of our life could be affected. If it's not love, it's career, or it's something. There's definitely a stirring in the pot of needing or wanting something to change, not feeling emotionally fulfilled or happy, but needing to kind of figure out what's going to make us that and move towards it. You know, here is also, you could be dealing with somebody who's immature. It's also emotional troubles, or have some immature emotional troubles. Like I said, you might be dealing with a narcissist. Running from reality, living in their own world. So I said, know what you're dealing with. Unless this is you, of course. We're running from reality. We don't want to see what's right in front of us. This is lacking self-love, self-acceptance as well. It also could be somebody who's emotionally abusive or takes more than they give. It's also emotional insecurity. So again, this could be you or the person you're dealing with, or a little bit of both. Like I said, if it sounds like a little bit of both, whatever you feel. It's also someone who gets hurt easily, unfocused with their emotions, rampant, suspicious, self-doubting, selfish, easily depressed, childlike tantrums, or loss of emotional control and adversity, someone who's overly dependent. Again, creative block, acting without thinking, promises not kept, meaningless commitments. Again, and maybe we're not accepting anything that we know is going to be meaningless because we want something that's meaningful. You know, maybe a lot of the universe is telling a lot of people to hold off. You know, some people got past people coming back, some people got new people, some people are in codependent karmic situations and need to get out of it so they can open up the door to somebody new. Um, a lot of people are at different phases and stages. Um, or some might be, you know, alone and they're saying, let go of whatever happened in the past so we can bring in something new. Somebody might have someone old and someone new coming in at the same time just to test you. I'll say everybody's situation can be different here. Um, but let us see. Oh, I put these back and I shouldn't have. 10 of Swords in the reverse for Aquarius. You know, this is coming out of the pain, right? Coming out of the pain. End of difficult situations. I think one of these mentioned that too. It's the end of something. Again, recovery, regeneration. It's also fear of ruin. That's why we're not accepting any offers, even in regards to anyone new. You know, because we don't want to be hurt again. Pain that must occur for growth and regeneration. It's mental transformation. Again, maybe seeing things from different perspectives. Reevaluation, elimination of previous attitudes, you know, realizing what's important. And this is more important than feeling like this. This is more important than feeling like this, right? So it's about, again, self-care, self-love. What makes you happy? People that don't make you happy, people that don't treat you right, gotta go. Don't love somebody else more than you love yourself. And don't let someone else's mistreatment of you make you feel less than or feel like you can't have or whatever it is. Pain that must occur, I already read that. It's also resisting inevitable endings, especially again if we're clinging to past stuff that's holding you back from a new person that could be coming in. You know, again, fear of pain, thinking of worst case scenarios, creating fear and anxiety, even as far as just projecting any future offers. Still carrying wounds from old situations that are very deep and unrealized. A need for dealing and release. So that is Aquarius. And then you have you asked your angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you in this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene with your free will choices. So this is about trying to talk to your spirit guides, trying to let it out, write it down. Whatever's going to help you purge out the old and overcome difficulties. Archangel Jermiel, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So know that you may not even realize how far you come, you know, and know that you've survived many things, and this is again about overcoming whatever this was too. And then we have giving and receiving. I balance being generous and receptive because both are equally important. Knowing again that relationships are about equal give and take, not settling for less than what you deserve. Also, we need to be open to receive. We have to be willing to give of ourself, of our heart again. Don't have to be to the old person. It could be just someone new, but it's still you have to be kind of open so that you don't miss perhaps something that is going to be the one here. You've already met the romantic partner, see. Now you may have, well, you may very soon. You know, I see a few of the readers that I watch, a lot of them keep mentioning this time frame of August, September. So for some, there might be something coming in around that time. And that person can be the one. But again, I always say, know what you're dealing with, even with new people. Take things slow. Let people show themselves. Watch out for love bombers and fast-moving situations. And again, people doing a lot of big talk just to swoop you in. Watch out for those narcissists. But that doesn't last long. About 3 months in, the mask starts to slip. That's why I said, don't rush anything. Give people time in case you're unsure if your radar is up or not. But this is obviously about healing, and something is coming your way. And we should kind of be open to that. Gemini, we have the moon in the reverse. So, the moon could also be talking about depression, feeling in the lowest, but, coming out of this. This is also talks about creative blocks, also talks about secrecy, maybe secrets coming out. A loss of personal power, feeling like a doormat. Lack of harmony. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. There we go. Now that was you, Libra? Yeah. You're the one that might be feeling that way. Not to laugh, but I'm sorry. The moon in reverse. It's about the release of fear, unhappiness, confusion. Again, secrets. I mentioned secrets. I mentioned depression, unhappiness. But it's also trying to come out of that, to release our fears. It's also about self-deception, illusion, anxiety beginning to subside. And maybe, again, the illusion's beginning to subside, especially if there might be secrets coming out. But I think this talks more about two fears, because if this is a thing, this could be fear of accepting or giving, because of past things, or fear of, not fear, or lacking, again, the passion and drive to kind of get ourselves going in a direction that is in our highest and best. No deceiving ourselves. Feeling stuck, preventing forward movement, unhappiness in our present situation. It's also a feeling of a weight being lifted, freeing yourself of limiting beliefs, liberation and transformation. And it's also about lack of direction. See how it can be like complete opposites. Lack of direction, confidence, need to pay attention to subliminal messages, again, following our intuition. See things differently. Like I said, there might be confusion. Well, when isn't there, right? And again, we have listened to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So whatever you're feeling in regards to a person or your situation or yourself, you're needing to take heed on that. And they say, all is well, Archangel Jeremiel. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So again, whatever's going on, know that in the end, all will be well, and everything will be as it should be, as long as we are how we should be. Right? And trust. I know that God in His infinite wisdom and love is answering my prayers right now. So if you're hoping to be happy and hoping for whatever, we got to make those steps to go towards that, and just kind of trust that what is for us is for us. And also trust and belief in ourselves. And then we have separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon now. If there's some stuff coming out or we're unhappy in a situation, we might be separating from somebody and we need to trust that, all will be well. Something else will come along. Or if we're having any fears and anxiety in regards to a person, again, we might have people coming back in. You have to know what your situation is. Um, Again, but whatever it is, the two people that are here, the angels are kind of helping them in their own healing and what they need to, in order to bring them back together, to bridge the gap, whether this is a person you're already dealing with or somebody new that might come in. Um, Trust that all will be well. And again, whatever is meant to be or what is for you will come to you. But it's mostly we're needing to work on the self to kind of prepare for that and get out of our fears and our worries and be honest with ourselves and follow our intuition. Try to get out of our confusion and our stagnancy here. Pay attention to messages we're receiving, see things from different perspectives, and try to release the fears that we might have. And then the Empress in reverse for Libra. This is feeling like, obviously there's no growth or development and something. Again, talks about creative blocks. So I don't know if some people that got stuff or things that they're working on, but we got three things symbolizing that there's some kind of no forward movement or growth in a certain area. So it's the dependence of others, again, feeling a loss of personal power, as I mentioned when I screwed up, a doormat, lack of harmony within, feeling challenged or bottled up, codependent on others' feelings in order to take action. This is don't sit around waiting for nobody. Sometimes that's the answer. Somehow you can't be putting your life on hold waiting for someone else to get it together. There's a time frame where, once it passes a certain point, you need to keep it moving because you already got your answer. How someone treats you is your answer to how they feel. And if they don't want to admit things or they're hiding things, and that serves nobody. And again, whatever actions are being taken shows you how somebody feels. How somebody treats you shows you how they feel. There should be no guessing and waiting and sitting and whatever, because again, the only person that serves an injustice to is you. There's a lot of people that you deal with, they don't give a shit, especially if you're dealing with narcissistic people. Feeling challenged, bottled up again. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that. Lack of self-esteem. Again, needing to get some emotional balance so that we can get out of this and go towards our joy. Overprotective or feeling disconnected, depressed, just negative energy, feeling, or it also could be, unwanted pregnancy or issues with pregnancy. Although I don't feel like that's the situation here. Well, you notice here everybody's upside down because this is the combined energy. You know what I mean? Again, lacking passion, lacking whatever. Maybe from dealing with somebody like this again. But they're all upside down. You see how that works? Everybody's feeling kind of in the shite. Laugh to keep from crying. Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, is with you, supporting your healing work. So again, just like with everybody else, know that you're always loved and cared for, and they're watching out for you, and they're rooting for you to get the lesson, and to be gentle with yourself. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. You definitely don't surround yourself with assholes that make you question your own sanity and mental well-being. Let's say before you diagnose yourself with depression, make sure you're not surrounded by assholes. They could be the cause. And then patience. I trust in divine timing. There's the same theme in regards to that. And also too, I guess, so when an offer does come in, a genuine one, make sure that we're balanced within ourselves so that we can see the growth potential, that we can see, again, so that we're not denying our own happiness. Know that again, that as I was mentioning, everybody else, what is yours, and it won't be denied to you. You can deny it, but it's going to come in regardless. Again, how you are receptive to it is you know what I'm saying? And then we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Now again, if I'm talking about releasing our own extra shit that we're carrying around that hold you back, releasing this person who was, the ass. We're hoping no asses are watching here. But if they are, hey, if the shoe fits. Also, again, it's just about healing because everybody's feeling all jacked. And there's a call to action here. There's a call to self-care, clearing out the pain, or getting rid of people that are causing you pain. Release. Nothing is worth your peace. Nothing is worth your happiness. So this is never love somebody else more than you love yourself. Do you feel loved? Are you loving yourself by allowing people to mistreat you or stay in situations, hoping and wishing and dreaming somebody would change? Again, I always say, know what you're dealing with, even in regards to yourself. Because obviously we get what we allow. And if we are allowing something and we're thinking something's okay, well, then there's something that obviously we need to look at ourselves. Get those lessons. It's important so that we don't keep finding ourselves in negative situations. Building blocks is the advice, as well as improving health. So I guess it goes for everybody. We're needing to improve our emotional health. Building blocks, number 28. Strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. The Oracle's message: you have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as a solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. So again, this is speaking about, knowing your worth, how you value yourself. Again, how you allow others to treat you. This all stems from, again, your conditioning, your morals, your values, your standards. Like, don't lower any of those. Your focus needs to be on, again, your emotional well-being, cultivating your creative talents if you have anything like that, or other areas of your life that are going to get you to your 10 of Cups. And you have what it takes. It's all about choice. It's all about choice. Relationship message: when you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships into your life and solidifying the ones you already have by building them on the foundations of honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. You are moving towards laying the groundwork for a relationship with a firm footing that will ensure it can withstand any storm. Long-lasting relationships are also repaired and strengthened. You and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful together than apart. Oh, and I mention here too. I don't know if I said the other thing too. It's releasing your stuff, forgiveness, to release the past, and or maybe needing to let somebody go. But if you've been watching a long time, you already know that. And you forgive me for getting to mention. A protection message. Now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed, and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. So is here ignoring the universe saying, we got something better for you if you just let go of this person. You don't want to see it. We want to stay, like I said, because the lesson's not being learned. And again, it always comes down to self-love and self-respect. If you let somebody else treat you like shit, you're not loving yourself. That is the lesson. That is the lesson. End of the day, black and white, simple way of saying it. Don't ever allow someone to treat you like shit. Never. Twin flame, soulmate, Joe Schmo from Idaho. It doesn't matter. Don't ever let anybody treat you like shit. You'll be all right. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. That's what I said, seeing things from a different perspective. Know why these people come into your life, these soul group people, these soulmate relationships that you have. They could be friendships or they could be romantic. But understand that there were soul contracts. I'm going to come into your life and totally fuck you all up so that you can learn not to allow people to come fuck you all up. Like, again, it's seeing things or understanding, again, the spiritual reason and the psychological reason of why people are the way they are, why this experience comes to us. Again, it's to teach us something about ourselves and obviously other people. To try to have compassion for other people, to knowing that every soul is a soul on a journey here, all shedding karma, all learning lessons. Some of them originate from the same place, which is their soul group. When your soul was invented, where you were planted, you were put on in a certain place, this is your soul group, and you reincarnate with these people, and they play different roles. One life they can be your brother, one life they can be your father, one life they can be your sister, your child. But it's all about teaching and understanding that even your enemy is a member of your soul group. And they're playing the enemy for their own reasons, for their own karma, for their own soul expansion, and also to kind of be your lab partner, so to speak. Like I says, it doesn't lessen the pain. It doesn't make you be angry any less because, again, you're human. You're having human emotions. But Spirit is always trying to guide you to kind of see things from that perspective, to know that there are reasons, season, and lifetime people, and to kind of go with the flow. It's like the song, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Because it is. It's a dream. It's a... This is all you came here again to learn lessons and stuff, and then when you leave this body, you'll move into another dream. So again, know that at the end of the day, it's always about you. That's why you're here, for your growth, for your happiness, for your shedding of your karma, the fear, the guilt, the feeling less than, whatever it is has been your lessons. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life, far beyond your imagination. You'll be so happy, when you upgrade your consciousness. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. That's why it says, nothing is worth. Never love somebody else more than you love yourself. You're doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing them a disservice by thinking they can continue to do what they're doing. That's their lesson. And enabling people in their karma is only going to perpetuate the karmic cycle. And then we have improving health, but this is good. The angels want you to know that the health of the person you asked about is going to improve. You can request the assistance of Archangel Raphael and the guardian angels to speed along the recovery. But again, free will choice. This card may also be urging you to make more healthful choices in your life. Like I said, for some people that might be coming back around, yes, they could be working on themselves and changing. Some are coming back around just to waste your time again, use you some more. And then there could be new people coming in that could be from your soul group that you haven't even met yet. So this is why they're asking you to kind of prepare for that. Don't hang on to stuff that's already gone. Don't stay in something you know you need to get out of. Work on going towards what you really know that you deserve. Um, if you're feeling called to detox from harmful foods or substances, you should follow that guidance, including harmful people and toxic people. Removing unhealthy practices from your life will make you feel vibrant and strong. So again, it's all about self-care, my dears. And on that note, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share. And leave a comment if you want a chance at winning the one free question contest. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.